What's up, guys? I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. If we look at CoinMarketCap.com, we can see that the price of XRP today is at $1.29, and the market has moved up by 3.73% over the last 24 hours. This is an incredible start to the week. We could be seeing some intense price action in the coming days. Before we get into all the juicy stuff of today's video, let's hit that intro. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you are new here, welcome back to the XRP fam. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Now, getting back to today's topic, we're going to kick off the video with this tweet from Alert Channel that says, "Attention, important Ripple XRP news. After the latest publication of a U.S. patent in which XRP is named as the exchange unit for the Amazon operating bank, Ripple XRP appears again in a new patent from the Australian company Identity Pity Limited. This is how we know that XRP is being adopted worldwide at this moment in time." Next up, we have this tweet from XRP is Our Future, which says XRP and Amazon. If we look at that document shared in the tweet, it says a partnership years in the making. In a deal which was negotiated in 2015, Amazon holds a stake in 5 billion XRP. Currently, that XRP is in a locked account until the partnership is made public. Now, why is this being kept secret? Let me first respond to this by asking you a question. Why does the price of XRP not move when new partnerships are announced? The answer to my question is that XRP has no use cases. Currently, this will soon change, and when it does, the price will rise quickly. They are very selective when announcing new partnerships publicly. So to answer your question, it is in the best interest of everyone involved to keep the price as low as possible, allowing significant investors to buy in early while also pushing away investors from the lower class. When the Amazon partnership is announced, the world will be talking about XRP. Millions of people will buy XRP on that day, so this partnership is being saved for a later date. Never look at Ripple for what it is today. Always assume they are multiple steps ahead at any given time. They are very intelligent people coordinating our world, and nothing is made public before it is meant to be. Well, you have me releasing information that is in my possession. However, no one will be listening to me at this point in time. In the future, my blog posts will be discovered. Then you will listen to what I have to say. Why would Amazon care to partner with Ripple in 2015? Well, Ripple, XRP, and Codius, when combined, provide a level of value that no one can match. Ripple is not Ripple by chance. This was all planned. Forget about Amazon for a moment. Ripple has ties to the Federal Reserve and beyond. When XRP is combined with Codius, you have the ultimate payment processing solution integrated into smart contracts that offer various privacy options. A company such as Amazon could not find a more perfect match. Amazon is also very familiar to Ripple as it too has ties to powerful entities. This is something that has been highlighted in the AWS partner profile. Xcurrent has been featured for the processing of real-time payments. With all that we are seeing, it's amazing how someone still can't see it. Ripple is securing all these partnerships worldwide. This makes us wonder how many more partnerships they have that have not yet been shared with the rest of the world. Just remember that Brad Garlinghouse has shaken more hands than any other CEO in the entire crypto community. Next up, we have this tweet from John Wick 589 that says, "Sounds like all the money to me." He further shares an image with some information that Chris Larson shared saying, "Ripple is working on a replacement for SWIFT. How to get all of the payment providers onto ILP and how to use XRP as on-demand liquidity." As we all know, it is either for SWIFT to adopt XRP or they will have to go home. And since SWIFT is more likely to stay, they will choose to implement XRP in their SWIFT system. Moving forward, we have this tweet from Web Now Company that talks about the latest update in the XRP lawsuit. Further ahead, they share a link to an article posted on CoinGape.com. We can see the headline, "XRP Lawsuit, Ripple to File SIR Reply to Correct SEC's Misstatements in Slack Data Dispute." The article says, the latest update in the XRP lawsuit finally saw the defendant's response. Ripple has filed a letter requesting permission to file an attached SIR reply to the SEC's motion to compel Slack data discovery follow-ups. The SIR reply supports Ripple in the Slack data dispute, highlighting the SEC's misstatements in its latest letter. Ripple argued that the SEC had mischaracterized two statements, including the potential responsiveness rate of undiscovered Slack data along with a Slack message sent by individual defendant Bradley Garlinghouse. Ripple asserts that the SEC claim against the defendant's Slack notification emails being 10 to 15% more responsive than the rate of Ripple's submitted emails is false. The defense has clarified that it did not produce all 21,000 Slack notification emails collected because of the extremely low response rate. Furthermore, the 111 Slack notification emails submitted also amount to responsiveness rates as low as 0.5%. Ripple emphasized that this completely contradicts SEC larger-than-life claims against Ripple's Slack notification email potential responsiveness. From that collection of 21,000 Slack notification emails, Ripple produced a mere 111 Slack notifications, which amounts to a responsiveness rate of just 0.5%. Far lower than the overall Slack communications responsiveness rate, and certainly not 10 or 15 times larger as the SEC falsely claims. The responsiveness rate of Slack notification emails lends additional support to Ripple's argument that the Slack data is not a uniquely rich source of the relevant communication, the defendant's counsel states in the attached SIR reply. The defendants also highlighted SEC's mischaracterization of Garlinghouse's Slack message, which has been hidden under seal in the SIR reply. Ripple argued that the SEC claim, backed by one Slack message, asserts extraterritoriality of individual defendants' actual XRP sales. The SEC undermined Garlinghouse's argument to conduct a proper foreign offering of securities outside the United States. Ripple argued the irrelevance of this Slack message and SEC's far-fetched efforts at proving illegitimate sales of XRP as securities. The SEC does not and cannot articulate how this Slack message has any relevance as to whether any defendant's sales occurred in the U.S., which is a necessary element of the SEC's Section 5 claims. Now, as we wind down in today's video, we have this tweet from Dividend Streams. There's a link to an article that he shared down below. And if we follow that link, we can see that Ripple is proposing federated sidechains for the XRP ledger as a way to balance the needs of user requests for smart contract features with the blockchain company's desire to keep the XRP ledger lean, according to a post from Ripple. Ripple CTO David Schwartz said in the post that smart contract functionalities are one of the most requested features the company has received from programmers and contributors to the XRP ledger. However, Schwartz said the company has long advocated against features that would compromise the XRP ledger's highly efficient focus on payments. The federated sidechains strategy, Schwartz said, enables the best of both worlds. Programmers can use it to put new functionalities into place, like native smart contracts that smoothly interoperate with XRP and the XRP ledger. At the same time, the strategy will allow the XRP ledger to keep its current lean and efficient collection of functionalities. More specifically, Schwartz said the vision is that each sidechain would work as its own blockchain. To that end, all sidechains would possess a distinct ledger and transactions, as is the case with the XRP ledger. However, the distinctive feature of sidechains is that the Federation system lets XRP and issued tokens migrate between chains. We invite developers and contributors to the community to head to our Dev to Community page and review and provide feedback. Let's build a roadmap for innovative new use cases together, Schwartz said in the announcement. As previously reported, blockchain technology can be used in the execution of what is referred to as smart contracts, which are essentially if-then statements kept on a blockchain that runs when specific conditions are satisfied by both parties involved in a transaction. For example, MediaChain, which Spotify purchased in 2017, harnesses this feature to help artists attach themselves to their music for royalty purposes. In addition, real estate company Propy is harnessing smart contracts in an effort to automate the home buying process, and Burst IQ uses the technology to allow for the transfer of medical information between patients and healthcare professionals. Time now to take a look at the technical analysis. Rakuten, a major Japanese online retailer, has announced the return of XRP margin trading on its Rakuten Wallet exchange. The service was shut down on December 24th, only 2 days after the Securities and Exchange Commission filed a historic case against Ripple. The cryptocurrency's price discovery, according to Rakuten Wallet, is now steady enough. Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US, Bitstamp, and a slew of other exchanges are yet to reinstate trading in the U.S., with Ripple's fate hinging on the outcome of the lawsuit. Technically, Ripple did exactly what we expected it to do in our last week's report. It broke the orange trend line marked on the chart, and now it started an up move. For the following week, we see a consolidation happening in this area before the price continues higher. If the price retraces deeper than $1.20 to $1.15, we could all see a bigger consolidation in this area before the upside. As always, trade with care, guys. Do your research. Once again, I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Leave some comments for us in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. As always, we remind you we are not a licensed financial advisor. The content of this channel is for entertainment purposes only. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. That way you don't miss out on any of our daily crypto news content. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.